I've seen a lot of people struggling to not fall for temptations. I know it's hard in a world full of options for fast gratification and everything. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because I think I know why we feel the need and we have the craving for fast gratification, fast dopamine, and all these things. This is a personal experience, it's my opinion. It doesn't have to be your truth if you don't resonate with it. It was like a few days ago that I felt the need to watch content that was about gossips. It was about, a person that I don't really care about. It was talking about her story and all these things, but her life for me is not honorable. I won't say names, but what I'm trying to say is that her life is not what I want to do. So her message was not helping me at all. I asked myself, why? Why am I consuming this content that's not nourishing me? That's not having any positive impact in my life. The only thing that I felt was like, I don't really know how to say that word. It's like morbo in Spanish. In English is something like perversion or something. I'm gonna be for real with you guys, and I'm gonna tell you, it was actually about the story of a woman who ended up being a prostitute. She's very famous in Latin America. I found out that the reason why I was consuming this content that's not feeding my soul was because I was feeling like bullshit that specific day. The reason why we feel the craving, the need to be consuming this content is because we're either stressed out or we are vibrating in a low frequency. Just think about it. When you're in your true self, when you're vibrating in a high frequency and you're feeling good, you don't even feel the need to watch this content. And why is that? Because that content is not what fits you. That's just like very obvious why when we're here, we also consume content that's here, Because if you were vibrating in a frequency like this, you wouldn't feel the need to watch and consume content that's here. It's not in your same energy, it's not in your same frequency. I'm just gonna tell you a few things that I do and that help me stay grounded. First of all, remember that the things that you eat, the things that you drink are affecting your body, are affecting your frequency. If you are one of these people who's always consuming burgers, pizza, and all these things every day, how can you expect yourself to be fine? We have to be careful with the things that we put in our mouth. Be a little bit picky with all these things. The music you consume, the videos you watch and everything. So if you keep watching this content that's not contributing in any positive way to your life, you've got to stop. If you are watching this video, it's because you are trying to step out of that state, but you have to actually put it in action. It's not only about saying, oh, I want to visualize myself in a higher frequency. Of course, that helps. Affirmations help a lot, but there's also a lot of actions that we have to take in order to rise our frequency. Let me try just to read my script and I'll come back because I feel like I'm losing some of the important bullets that I had in the script. So let me just... Okay guys, so I actually went for my laptop because my tablet decided to just suddenly turn off. But I was actually missing a lot of important points that I wrote in my Notion because I actually write my scripts in Notion. So let's go ahead. I know there's a lot of videos on the internet talking about how to do this, and they tell you just stop using your phone, just leave it in a locker, and be self-disciplined. And that's true. You have to be self-disciplined if you want to get to the point that you don't fall for these temptations. What I want to share in this video is how to make yourself stop needing these things and how to rise your energy so that you don't need these things anymore. Like I said, it's just very simple. You are stressed out, your energy is low vibrating, and you're feeling lost in life. So that's the reason why you are over consuming content that's not helping you. This takes discipline and it takes self-commitment as well to get to the point that you don't care about those things anymore. But you know what I like about you being in this video is because I know you want to change and you know there's something wrong with what you're doing right now. I really like that because there's some people that would never even know and accept that there's something wrong. And that's the first step and the most important step if you want to change. It's very important to recognize your weaknesses. So very simple ways to lift your energy and frequency are by exercise, yoga, All these things are so important. Sports, it doesn't have to be what I'm saying. And then if you want to do meditation as well, meditation is life-changing. I would highly suggest that you do some meditation, but it's up to you. And obviously, by switching the way you talk to yourself from a negative to a positive way, that's gonna help you a lot. I was talking to my sister. My sister and I were, like super close to each other, and we talk about a lot of these things. So she gave me the idea that you can do rituals, you can get crystals and all these things. If you put an intention in these things, if you have a crystal that's about making me healthier or about love or whatever, you can have that crystal and feel the intention in it, and every time you touch it or every time you see it, you are gonna feel this love or this, happiness. If you need material things to start, go ahead. You're more than welcome to do that. That's not only for beginners, because I'm gonna start doing it as well. Sometimes there's a lot of things going on in our lives, work, issues, problems, and everything, so we need a break sometimes. In my last video, I talked about the chart of emotions. In my video about the violet flame. If you want to know more about that, you can go to that video. I'm gonna leave the picture again if maybe. So the thing is that we have to try to dwell on the higher frequencies, the higher emotions, at least for 70 or 80% of the time, because I know we're humans, but we have to try to do our best to feel positive most of the time. If we're not positive most of the time, that means we're in depression or something like that. I'm not a therapist, I'm not anything like that. So if you are in depression or anything, please look for help, because sometimes we need the help of professional people as well. Just don't rely on these things if you feel like your situation is deeper. One of the ways to stop feeling lost in life is by remembering our purpose or creating our purpose. The purpose is about doing what we love in life. You can really picture yourself as your desired self and ask, would my desired self do this that's wasting his time or their time and it's not taking them closer to their goals? I promise you that when you find a purpose in life, all these things become way less important. But the only way for you to find your purpose is by knowing thyself. And by knowing yourself, I'm not meaning, what your favorite movie is or what your favorite artist or whatever. Knowing yourself is about doing the work, doing the internal work to find those answers that only you can give to yourself. Doing shadow work, meditation, or even by just being in nature, surrounded by nature. You'll find the answers that way, but not scrolling on Instagram, not scrolling on TikTok. You'll never find yourself in there, because that's the matrix. This is the matrix. But to remember who you are, you have to live the real life. I know that a lot of people that are gonna connect with this video and with me are gonna be spiritual people. In being spiritual, I just wanted to talk about these just like a quick reminder that being spiritual is not only about, having a mandala carpet on the floor of your bedroom or anything like that, or like wearing like a shirt that says spiritual person or spiritual guidance or whatever. It's not just about that. Spirituality is about living in the present moment, living in the real life, be thankful for what we've got, and helping yourself and others to make of this world a better place for you, for others, and for future generations. Remember that it's not about reaching perfection. It's about doing our best every day to make ourselves better and to improve ourselves. Okay, so I just got cut out because my phone is dying and it doesn't have storage anymore, but that's okay. I was about to finish. The only thing that I wanted to say before I finish is you're doing a great job and congratulations for what you're doing. If you're watching these videos because you want to change and you want to do things better, that's a great step. All I ask you to do is at least one of the things that I talked about, or if you came up with something else, you can certainly do that, as long as it helps you and as long as it resonates with you. Because if I got to the point where all the temptations can get me anymore in a world full of them, you sure can as well. And I believe in you. Bye, guys.